Hey guys, how's it going? It's Michael Angelino, your Russell Union host with all the questions and absolutely none of the answers. Today, we have a very special guest with us. We actually have our newly improved and heavily budgeted Russell Union show table that we're gonna be setting up at for as long as the foreseeable future allows. But we also have another special guest. We're gonna be interviewing Professor Tyson Davis, who not only teaches multimedia film and production classes on campus, but he's also an avid Falcons fanatic. But the whole theme of the episode today, we're actually gonna be talking about Zoom. And no, we're not talking about Tim Allen's 2005 superhero hit from Disney. No, in fact, we're actually talking about this monstrosity right here. So get ready, we're gonna have a fun time. How we doing today?
Doing well. Good. We're doing good.
Right on. I'm doing pretty great. So we're talking about Zoom today. How do you guys feel about Zoom? Do you guys like it? Do you guys hate it? Why?
I think generally it works pretty well, but it's pretty funny when professors don't exactly know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Students as well, so everybody's confused.
Everybody.
At every moment, people. Oh, I can't hear you. Oh, well, I can't hear you, and it goes back and forth.
What's your favorite virtual background that you've seen?
Ooh, someone was a beautiful sunset at night.
Beautiful sunset at night. Okay.
I saw one with Camaro.
Camaro. Yeah, I saw one with Mike Wazowski with the face. That was pretty cool.
Oh, that's with the two eyes.
The two eyes.
Oh yes,
that's always great.
Like the Elmo.
Yeah.
Helmo.
Oh yeah, Helmo. Oh no. But yeah, dude, all sorts of crazy stuff, man. People be acting a fool on Zoom. I swear to God, bro. All right, guys, so we're here with an avid Alabama fan right now. We're going to talk to you. How do you feel about Zoom? You ever just woken up and be like, oh, man, got to get to class? Done.
Yeah, I did that plenty of times.
There you go. I feel it. You had any crazy experiences on Zoom? Anybody, give out their credit card information? Anybody forgot to put a sock on the door? And
No,
then,
not any crazy experiences.
No. Lucky. I've had too many experiences like that. It's not fun, man. It's not fun. But anyways, do you think Zoom? You feel like Zoom is a good, kind of aid in learning while this is all going on?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it keeps you from being around a lot of people and trying to get sick or anything.
Yeah.
But I mean, my best way of learning is in class and seeing the teacher write something out or anything.
Yeah, it feels good. It's a little bit more personal kind of stuff. You kind of. Because when you're in Zoom, it's so easy to just get bored and not really focus as much. When you're in class, you get bored, but you kind of gotta focus.
Yeah,
you can't fall asleep that easily in class. Well, you could, but it depends on what you had last night. I think that's not social distancing. I think they might should be using Zoom instead. That's not social distancing. You guys feel like you're really learning with Zoom?
For me personally, I like to learn in person. So,
you like to learn? Yeah.
Zoom is not a bad, but when it comes to, I'm an IT major, so I'm more
you need hands-on kind of stuff.
I need hands-on type of stuff.
Absolutely, yeah. It's one of those things too. All you got to do is just turn off your camera, and then who knows what you're doing after that?
Right.
Yeah, I feel you. Do you guys feel like we're gonna continue on with Zoom for a while, or do you think it's gonna kind of?
I think it'll be an option for a while.
Yeah.
Based on COVID numbers and see kind of how it goes. Zoom's not that bad. I think it depends on the course.
Yeah, 100%. For I don't know, English comp or whatever, maybe it might be good.
Probably
but if you got labs or something, science labs, hands-on application stuff, no.
That's not gonna work.
Yeah. You guys feel like so far with your classes this semester, you guys have been kind of right on.
That's tough because I got my first class assignment due this weekend, so I'll let you know next week.
We're gonna find out, huh? Hey guys, how you doing today?
Good, we're doing good.
Oh,
How
fantastic. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Nobody's asked me that today, and I really appreciate that. How do you guys feel about Zoom? Do you guys feel like it's a good thing, learning tool? Do you guys not like it? What kind of experiences have you guys had with it?
Well, I like Zoom just because I've used other things, and I feel like it works pretty good. Also, I don't know anything better than Zoom, so it's settle for less, maybe.
Yeah, we've evolved past using smoke signals. That'd be really ineffective, man. Right. I don't even know if some of my teachers don't even know how to unmute people or anything. They don't know how to unmute themselves. I got this one guy. He had a background on. Whew, I don't think I can say what the background was, but I was like, bro, really, dude? Really? Okay, we know what this guy watches. Well, hey guys, I told you we had a special guest, and none other than Mr. Tyson Davis himself. We are actually here talking about Zoom classes and how you as a teacher have gone through like the changes when it comes to Zoom classes, and do you think students are really learning as much with Zoom?
Okay, well that's a very good question, and you're asking someone who prior to us using Zoom, and while I know I should not admit this, I never have used video conferencing.
Oh.
Ever. So I never Skyped, I never have done anything like that. The only times that I've ever done any kind of video conferencing, maybe 3 times in my life, and it had to do with an interview, like there was an interview that we were doing through church one time. It's just something I'd never set up, never used, and am honestly kind of spooked about. As a lecturer in that field, it concerns me a little bit recording myself and putting myself out like that. And it has to do more with just where my brain is from where I used to work, because when the camera went on, you changed. And so it's been a little bit difficult to shake that kind of creeping back up, that feeling that I used to get before I used to go on air, because that is what you're doing with it. So it's been a little bit of a bumpy ride for me in appreciating the usefulness of it and even becoming comfortable with it. Honestly, in the last month is the first time that I've shared a screen. Okay, so that's, you know, however, to actually answer your question, I think it is very useful, and I think under the right circumstances, you can learn as much. Under the right circumstances.
The right ones.
But
it's that Goldilocks area, huh?
Yeah.
You got to find that specific thing. Because, you know, a lot of students, I mean, especially for classes, you know, that they might not think are very, that don't pertain much to their major. Some kids might just be like, okay, whatever, they'll just have their Zoom on, might be taking a nap, have their camera off. I've noticed that a lot. So it's definitely that, like, you just have to engage the students more, because it's so difficult. I mean, with the lecture classes too, it's just so difficult to kind of maintain people's interest when they're staring at a computer screen and have all this other stimulus that could be around them, whether it be in the library or whether it be, you know, in their room or something. Like they could go make a sandwich for all they care. So it's a very difficult, like, path to navigate through. What sort of implementations are you doing with Zoom and with online remote learning that are helping you out and your students out?
I'm using Zoom this semester as, I don't want to say as little as possible, but only for situations that I feel like it's really necessary in. And thankfully we've been given the tool and some liberty to use it. But for me, Michael, it is very difficult to incorporate that with some classes, because, you know, okay, for instance, I have a media writing class. It's much easier to use Zoom for that class. That is actually sometimes taught as a fully online class. So really, you're just kind of meeting in the middle with Zoom. Then compared to a studio production class, at some point we've got to be in the studio.
You have that's the whole thing I've noticed too with application type classes like labs, science labs, any sort of thing that you need hands-on experience. There is a complete disconnect. I had a biology lab last semester, and truth be told, I don't think I learned anything in that class because it wasn't really much of an application. It was just filling out PDFs.
Well, and application courses are not built to be theory based courses. So For a class like studio production, I don't know how they would do it over in the sciences, because there's some things you just can't migrate online.
Exactly.
I know with us, so for instance with studio production, our classes are subsection. So it makes it much easier when you have a small group of people meeting in the studio versus 15 or 20 in that space. So I don't know. It's situational. It depends on the class, and my classes are so jumbled up that. And I think, did you have Media and Society with me?
I did, yes.
So you understand the dynamics of that class. And Michael, I can't put the kind of open discussion that we have in that class on Zoom. I don't feel comfortable with that for students. In particular, that is supposed to be a space that we're in where we can experiment with open discussion, and I don't believe experimentation of anything needs to be broadcast. Typically, generally speaking, because it's an experiment. There's a lot of things that happen academically that someone from the outside would never understand unless they're in that class and in that space. So
what sort of things are you looking forward to for like the rest of the semester? I mean, obviously, it's no surprise, Georgia still is rising in cases, still has the most cases so far in the history of the pandemic right now, as opposed to earlier last year, mid last year, late last year. Do you see this becoming a sort of quote unquote band-aid for the foreseeable future, the coming semesters? Do you feel like this is going to be around and a necessity for the next couple of semesters?
The vaccines are out. We're all doing what we're supposed to do. I'm walking around with this mask on that I hate.
Nobody can see your beautiful smile.
Well, okay, there you go. That's the loss for Georgia Southern.
There it is. Well, those are some very interesting points, and I'm so happy that you have an optimistic view. Hopefully things do become not so much normal, but sort of like get back into the regular flow of things that we had before as much as they can. And thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to talk to us about it. Very insightful.
Thanks for asking.
Well, guys, it's been a great week. We actually had some nice weather. It was nice to get to walk around, talk to Tyson Davis, talk to some other students about Zoom. So we'll be leaving you on that note. Hopefully you guys are having fun in your classes, learning as best you can with Zoom. This is Michael Ingenito for the second time this week, signing out.
Oh my God. I just said this week. It's not the same week. What was I thinking? Oh, I'm so bad at this. This whole episode's ruined. First, I misspelled otherwise in the same frame as President Dr. Marrero. Now this? Oh my God, I'm such a failure. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry, All Might. Man, this is a long voiceover.
What do you want? What do you want?
She had some popcorn.
Popcorn? All right, cool.
Make some Diet Coke.
We're out of popcorn. We're out of popcorn. You want Diet Coke?
Yeah.
Okay. We're out of Diet Coke. Sorry about that. Might have to come back later.